Planning and Development, Jennifer Andrus.
Here.
Mr. Walton. Here. Mr. Wolverton.
Here.
Mr. Sims.
Here.
And Ms. Snell.
Here.
5 votes present.
Hello, everybody. Okay, well, first we'll start. Can I get a motion to dispense the reading and approval of the minutes from our last meeting?
Motion.
Motion for Mr. Wolverton.
Second.
Second for Mr. Sims. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 160115, update on past, present, future sidewalk projects. Greg Cobb, building, engineering, and zoning. Dale, any update? Anything you want to share?
So we just finished the whole avenue in Hall Kent, 88 rooms, and we will hopefully he'll start on Broadway at the Shades, that block crossing. This
Two very timely safe routes to school.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. We will continue to carry that over without objection. 130221, request for consideration of changes to the landscaping and tree ordinance. Councilors Gwaltney and Andrus. Mr. Smith. Once again.
These are hot off the press. And we can make however many copies we need to. We just printed them right before 5 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Delete. And
That's what I was trying to read on.
sorry. Wait, none of us can
Yeah,
remember.
we'll
Mr.
do
Smith,
it.
give us one. Yeah, none of us can remember what committees we're on. I was about to chair public safety. But I don't know.
You need a copy?
Get it just.
Okay.
And I can send out, you know, send me an electronic copy. I can send out some committee and the rest of the council as well.
Yeah, and I think that's what we want to do. So I'm not real prepared to take questions tonight about, I mean, if you flip through it and you have a question, you feel free to ask it, but I don't know that I'll be able to answer it. There were a lot of people that had their hands in this. I did want to mention a couple of bigger changes that we got from the current tree ordinance and also from the tree ordinance that
The last
version, right? So the first one is that we removed exemptions. So the previous version, downtown district, Edgewood, and the land preservation district were exempt from the tree ordinance. What removing the exemptions does is give us an opportunity to figure out what kind of actual could be feasible. We also look at the park requirements that they were exempted from. And then the other kind of big thing is that the qualifying tree, the definition of it, is currently 14 inches. And count, which is like the diameter at breast height, and then that's being taken down to 6 inches. So a lot more trees are going to be considered qualifying. So when you go out and chop a bunch of trees down now, you're going to have more qualifying. This will get zoning ordinance where it's currently been a standalone ordinance.
Started the first revision of this was that
The minimum tree density calculation is a little different in this one than it was before. We used to exclude all the pervious areas, but now we're just excluding the house and the required driveway dimension for each line. So what that does is if you have a house that's on an acre lot, you're required to have 16 trees. That's part of the minimum tree density. We exclude your house and your
Yeah. How's that?
minimum tree density calculation. MTD calculation. And then you'll notice in here, and this is kind of what Brand has been working on, are the sketches. There are some hand sketches in here. Those will be updated to CAD sketches whenever you guys kind of give it the okay. Whenever we feel comfortable about it moving forward, Brand will spend time updating these in CAD. One of the things that we wanted to do before add some diagrams. and help make it a little bit more sense.
So am I hearing you say though, based on this current version though, that there's still tweaking and review going on where it's not at the version where you're comfortable with it going to planning commission as like a final?
No, it is.
Sorry, I mean, that may be wrong.
No, it is.
Okay.
And I said the
Okay,
same thing
going back to
today, yeah.
zoning.
Yes,
It was
so.
going to be an ordinance.
So we talked today about, I think this is the version they're giving us. So what I, as committee chair, would like is maybe the committee to take this, look at this for 2 weeks. We'll discuss again and then send out to the council.
Why does it need to go to council? Okay, never mind.
I mean, the council's one that sends it to the planning commission. Correct, right? Alex, Mr.
Then
Wyatt?
they'd have to
Mr. Mayor,
approve.
yeah, the council's the one that's gonna send it to,
Just 3 or 4 times. to planning commission.
At least.
at least twice in the last 3 years.
When it goes to planning commission,
I will be there too.
it's not, yeah,
And,
that's right. It's, thank you for that.
yeah.
So does it come to council as an ordinance? Okay, so can we go ahead and send it to council? And maybe get 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Well, it doesn't really work that way. I was gonna say we could stretch it out by not going, the full council could look at it this Monday. Could decide what to do with it. We can carry it over if we need to.
But we don't technically need to pass it out of council because ultimately what they send back to us, we're going to
Is
vote
what
on
we
it
have
as a
to look
committee,
at.
And we can make minor tweaks to it as long as we don't change it back to ordinance. And then, if we pass it now in this form, they can likely change it. It's going to come right back to the process.
Okay.
So let's save 2 weeks and just send it to them
Um,
after we've reviewed it with them.
Yeah, so with,
But that's.
I would say carry it for,
Yeah, that's.
to
what I'm
another
saying.
committee,
Period.
let them have a
2
couple more
weeks.
weeks to make what they deem is kind of their last.
No, they're done.
We're done.
Oh, you
The
are?
only changes we're gonna make from here on out is what comments we.
That's right. they're done.
Gotcha,
That's
okay.
what I'm
I
saying.
misinterpreted what you said.
Right,
Okay.
so my proposal was. Carry it over 2 weeks. So in other words. It's nice, 16th, send it out to council for 23rd.
It would let us look and see if they.
Send it to the planning commission. Council's one that's- Is that right, Mike?
Yes.
It's 4 years now. Maybe we won't go to planning commission for a year this time.
Right, I'm on the.
That won't happen.
Right?
Yeah. For time's sake, it sounds like you could send it out
Send it out to council
and then make. tweaks.
in council.
I think she was trying to say give us a couple weeks. to
Right,
review it.
because you
Yeah.
wanna, I mean, I feel like you guys need to look at it before we send it out.
I'm good with Jennifer's plan for right now.
Anybody else? So without objection.
Let's carry it.
We're gonna carry it over.
Okay. Okay. All right. 0407 new business. 040721 request to consider annexation into the city of Homewood from unincorporated Jefferson County for 1629 Sunset Drive. Abdullah Azam, Melody Salter, Sue Clark, and Robert Paquette. They here to speak to this?
Hey, Berkeley. Yeah, I just have a question for you. Wasn't that the house that we had the issue with about the garbage pickup a couple years ago? Remember, that- yeah. And then the alleyway.
We have a map. Is there here
It's-
to talk about that?
So if you turn on to Sunset from Columbiana, it's a big house. There's actually two houses now because he built a second house. Yes. He built one for the brother. And so there's two big houses up on a hill.
Are they
that-
surrounded by? is it the same as what
It's
Homewood
kind of, it's very much
Surrounded
like
by-
that. Yes. There are some properties that are Homewood, most properties Homewood, but then there are some that are Jefferson County.
is? Okay.
It's 7 bed, 6 bath.
Yeah. And I believe, is it on the market or is he
Not technically.
not? Okay.
I think it will after.
Yes.
Okay, so Mike, is this another one where it's our choice whether that's a public hearing or?
It's this one right here.
Okay. This is kind of
Yes.
Not the blue circle there.
Well, the alley technically was all Jefferson County. And and then so it got cleared, but we couldn't do anything about it because the alley was technically in Jefferson County. So we had neighbors that are on the other side of the street who back up to the alley, who were very miffed about the fact that the whole alley got cleared away, including all the trees and growth, et cetera.
I mean, without the applicant here, I mean, I would tend to carry it over.
Yeah, I can
Like-
agree, Robert. Have you heard from the applicant or?
To be honest, I'm not familiar with, once after they came in and submitted the application, I'm not up to speed on it, so.
What do you guys think?
Is it the left or right line? It's your gray and red. The left one.
It's,
The blue is the previous one we annexed in. This is what I said to Brian.
oh, okay, wait, hold on. So that, the one that has the blue circle around is the one we just annexed?
Yeah.
Then I think it's the one right next to it and
Yeah.
possibly the one right next to it. Like, so the two, not the one on the corner, but the two in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to.
The gray are the ones.
There it is. Okay, Robert, can we let them know that,
Yes.
we're gonna carry it over for 2
Yes,
weeks and
sir.
can they just join us?
They probably were told that.
Yeah.
I would assume when
Okay.
it was going on the agenda. but Yeah.
Sorry, my yes, let's do it was because Ted Lasso was.
Yeah.
pulled off.
All right, so without objection, I'm gonna carry that over. If that's okay with y'all.
Yes.
Okay, 130721, public hearing set for August 23rd, 2021 at 6 p.m. for consideration to adopt new zoning districts for the Homewood Downtown District, amending the city's zoning ordinance to add Article 8 titled Downtown District to Appendix A zoning of Homewood's Code of Ordinances. Planning Commission had a vote of 5-3-1 for a favorable recommendations comes to us from President Wyatt and the Planning Commission. I am going to carry this over tonight, as we've all discussed, and I sent out to my newsletter, of course. I know you did as well, just to say, President Wyatt's not here, so that's what we want him to be part of any conversation that we have. But I do want to say, for the record, that the changes that were made to the document that came out of the December 2019 public hearing came directly from the 3 public forums that we just had in May. So I want to thank everybody that came out for that, and the very specific changes that were made and improvements that were made directly from our constituents and our the people that we serve. And so I want to thank everybody for that and for the good discussion. And that's how the process works, and that works.
Does. That helps a lot. There's great insight when my old neighbors had a great insight on it.
We had a great
That was
conversation.
real.
Yeah, fantastic.
And stuff I had thought about.
That's right.
So,
Okay, so with that, I will carry that over, and